When the church bell tolls and the thunder rolls and the night is black as pitch, and the owl hoots and the old crow roots on a broomstick flies a bitch, and the rain is cold and the wind is brisk and the trees are evil-eyed, and the moon is bright and the fog is thick, the headless horseman rides.
The sun will soon be up, our witching hour is over.
Soon the rooster will crow.
Best be back to our graves.
Tomorrow's another night.
Beware the galloping host, beware, beware, beware the cries in the night, beware, beware, you'll surely die of fright, beware, beware, the time is near, beware, beware, when the headless horseman rides, when the headless horseman rides, when the headless horseman rides. And the headless horseman rides.
Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow. Every time I come here, I ask myself why. I mean, it isn't a requirement that I visit my dear widowed sister and her lovely daughter Katrina every year. I do it out of the kindness of my own heart. But a relative's form. I hope I don't hear any ghosts, phantoms or specters, or tasted kabumpin tonight. One never knows when one's in Sleepy Hollow. The place is positively alive with ghost stories. To local folk will believe almost anything. They're very superstitious. Some say Sleepy Hollow is under the sway of some witching power. Whoever heard of such rubbish? Still, you can never be too sure.
When the church bell tolls and the thunder rolls and the night is black as pitch, and the owl cries and the crow roosts on a broomstick flies a fish, and the rain is cold and the wind is brisk and the trees are evil-eyed, and the moon is bright and the fog is thick, the headless horseman rides. Wake up, ye good folks, it's such a lovely morning. Wake up, ye good folks, the sun is on its way. Rise up, my good friends, to you I bid good morning. Rise up, my good friends, and celebrate the day. Yeah, tra-la-la-la, yeah, life is good. Yeah, tra-la-la-la, yeah, knock on wood. Yeah, tra-la-la-la, yeah, life is good. Yeah, tra-la-la-la, yeah, knock on wood. Yes, we're a superstitious Yankee folk in the town of Sleepy Hollow.
I'm sorry to hear that you're superstitious. You're so different from a tree.
I'm sure you don't mean that the way it sounds, Farmer Stuyvesant.
Yeah, I do. We're visiting upsets on Blanchard in the schoolhouse.
Good morning, Farmer Stuyvesant. Good morning, Mrs. Stumptown.
Morning, ladies.
Widow Van Dorn, Mrs. Hudson, Mrs. River.
Ring out the church bell on high in yonder tower.
Ring out the church bell to signal morning light.
Come out, no longer is it a witching hour.
Sing out the praises we made it through the night.
Yeah, tra-la-la-la, yeah, life is good. Yeah, tra-la-la-la, ya, ya, knock on wood. Ya, tra-la-la-la, ya, ya, life is sweet. Ya, ya, tra-la-la-la, ya, ya, knock on wood. Yes, we're a superstitious Yankee folk in the town of Sleepy Hollow.
I thought you should meet the master. What's he like, I wonder?
We have not soon enough. The coach from Yonkers should be here any minute.
Well, I, for one, am glad we have such a nice day to welcome their schoolmaster. I was right when we could not arrive on Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yes, what with all the ghosts we had in Sleepy Hollow, we wouldn't want to scare him away on his first day.
Prepare the legends of ghosts in Sleepy Hollow. Prepare the legends of spirits in the night. Get a wand and listen from your doorstep to get the demons until your head to white. Ya, ya, tra-la-la-la, ya, ya, not so good. Ya, ya, tra-la-la-la, ya, ya, knock on wood. Yes, we're a superstitious Yankee folk in the town of Sleepy Hollow.
The new schoolmaster's name is Blaine. It's Ignacio Blaine, Massachusetts.
The name is Crane. Ichabod Crane from Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut always exports the best teachers. If you recall, our last semester used to visit Connecticut.
Oofda, I ain't forgot. Rum Bones and some of the Sleepy Hollow boys drove them away with their mischief.
Wake up, my good folks, the sun is up and shining.
Wake up, my good friends, the sun is here to stay.
Rise up, my good friends, prepare your breakfast dining.
Rise up, my good friends, and celebrate the day.
Ya, ya, tra-la-la-la, ya, ya, life is good. Ya, ya, tra-la-la-la, ya, ya, knock on wood. Ya, ya, tra-la-la-la, ya, ya, life is good. Ya, ya, tra-la-la-la, ya, ya, knock on wood. Yes, we're a superstitious Yankee folk in the town of Sleepy Hollow. Yes, we're a superstitious Yankee folk in the town of Sleepy Hollow. Yes, we're a superstitious Yankee folk in the town of Sleepy Hollow.
Schoolmaster.
Patience. He will be here soon.
Let's hope Rum Bones behaves himself this time.
Bones is a wild fellow.
I prefer to think Burns is high-spirited.
Say what you will, he needs a good thrashing.
He was never disciplined as a child. Spirit-rod has spoiled the boy.
It's too late now. His father was the same way.
Like father, like son. Tisk, tisk.
The quicker Bones finds himself a good wife and a good farm, and settles down, the better it'll be for Sleepy Hollow.
I'm afraid we have a slight problem with the new schoolmaster.
Problem?
We were going to board him at the Van Tassel farm.
Yes, we know.
Unfortunately, Mrs. Van Tassel's sister from Rhode Island came for a visit.
A long visit.
There's no more room for Ichabod Crane. Unless we let him sleep in the barn.
Our schoolmaster sleeping in a barn?
Oh my, that would never do.
We'd be the laughingstock of the entire countryside.
I wasn't expecting her. She didn't write. She just showed up. I opened the kitchen door, but there she was, like a cat waiting for a dish of cream.
I believe I met your sister last year.
It wasn't knuckles. It was a little silly. To our country eyes, perhaps.
Never mind the woman, or sure she ain't. What are we to do about the schoolmaster? Where is he to call home?
It is a problem.
Oh, well, I have a large empty house. He'd be more than welcome.
Good, then it's settled.
Unfortunately for him, I don't cook. Everyone in Sleepy Hollow knows I'm terrible at it. It doesn't matter for myself, of course. I eat very little. I have the appetite of a baby sparrow, but the new schoolmaster will be expecting decent victims.
That will be no problem. 1 week, he can eat with one family, when the next beat another.
Good, then it's settled. I'll inform the town council. The schoolmaster will stay at the Widow Van Dorn's and get his victuals at a different farm every week.
Splendid. Let's see about that coach from Yonkers. It's usually on time.
Except when it ain't.
There's even some that say my cooking killed my husband.
Yeah, that is so.
I don't know why you find it like, Frida.
Everyone knows you're going to marry Bro Bones. Then everyone knows more than I do.
Well, you like him, don't you?
Maybe, maybe not. Well, everyone knows he likes you. Likes you something special. That's not surprising. After all, I do have the prettiest foot and ankle in the countryside. Besides, he hasn't asked me to marry him straight out. He sort of hints like a mouse nibbling at a bit of cheese.
But boys are shy about things like that.
Bones isn't shy about anything. He's much too sure of himself, especially when I'm concerned. That girl likes to be taken for granted.
What does that matter? He's dead handsome as boy in these parts.
And so strong, too. Oh my goodness.
If you think Bones is so wonderful, why don't you marry him?
You know,
He
Vi.
only has eyes for you.
I like a boy to be a gentleman, to have fine manners. I like someone who can carry on a decent conversation.
About what?
It doesn't matter about what. All the men in Sleepy Hollow are lumps.
I wouldn't mind if a lump asked me to marry him.
Mr. and Mrs. Van Lump.
I feel the same way. I'm almost 17. Practically an old maid.
What is to become of us?
You're just being foolish.
Now if your day is complete, girls, I'm here.
Oh no, I think I see a Whippoorwill. Whippoorwill.
Don't be an idiot, Katrina. You can see a Whippoorwill in the daytime.
Then perhaps it's just a blackbird fluttering and chirping.
Brom Bones plucked a heavy rock from the stream and held it over his head for almost 5 minutes. Anyone could have died with a head of cabbage.
What you says is true, I won't deny it.
And when he got tired of that, he tossed the rock 100 feet easy. The rock shook the earth when it landed. It was
The muscles in my arms have never been stronger. Made of iron. Don't be shy, girls. See first out.
What about you, Katrina? Don't you want to see how strong Bones has become?
We have an ox on our farm that's much stronger than Bones. But he doesn't brag about it.
Are you calling me a braggart, Katrina?
If the shoe fits, Abraham.
Don't call me Abraham.
Why not? It is your real name, isn't it?
My name is Bones. Brom Bones.
From Bones? What a silly name. Brom Bones. What kind of name is that? Sounds like a bitch's cat. Perhaps a name for Papa's ox.
So now I'm an ox.
You're not smart enough.
But
Brom Bones. Like some unknown disease. Don't let it touch me, please. We should avoid it like the pox.
all right, Katrina, you've had your fun.
Not hardly. You're boastful and conceited. The most obnoxious man I know.
Now, Katrina, can I help it if I'm strong and
I
handsome?
won't be coddled, won't be treated like some display in a sideshow.
Brom Bones, a name that conjures fear.
His muscles domineer, especially the ones between his ears.
Katrina, that's enough.
Brom Bones, a name that's dignified.
A name he wears with pride. When first I heard his name, I cried.
Now you've gone too far. You seem to be forgetting. No man would dare to marry you. You both have to answer to me.
I won't be bullied, won't be threatened. As far as I'm concerned, we're true.
The strongest man among us, the toughest man among us, a man of men among us, the most admired man around.
You hear what they are saying? The most admired man
The
around.
women flock around him, they flit and flirt around him, they kiss the dirt around him, the most desired man in town.
They flit and flirt around me. The most desired man in
The
town.
strongest man among us, the toughest man among us, a man of men among us, the most admired man around.
You hear what they are saying? The most admired man around.
The women flock around him,
Like someone no disease.
they kiss the dirt around him, the most desired man in town.
They flit and flirt around me. The most desired Brom Bones.
You're hollow as a pumpkin, a simple country bumpkin grass.
I'm the man you're going to marry. That's final.
I won't be married to some misbehaving tomcat.
Katrina Van Tassel, you must be the most exasperating female in Sleepy Hollow.
In that case, I don't know why you're here.
I'm here because I've invited you to my horse race. I'm racing Daredevil against the greatest horses in the county.
I'm busy.
No horse racing until next week.
I'm busy all week.
Doing what?
I'll think of something.
Don't worry, Bones. Katrina's only trying to get your goat.
Katrina doesn't mean half of what she's saying. But I would love to go to the horse race. I've always admired Daredevil.
Do what you want, Greta. It's a free country.
It's the new schoolmaster.
So was the last one, and he didn't stay long.
Everyone in Sleepy Hollow knows why he didn't stay. You and your Sleepy Hollow boys put a blanket in the schoolhouse chimney.
And smoke filled the classroom.
And the schoolmaster thought the schoolhouse was on fire. Did he ring the fire bell?
That was a funny sight. Especially when there weren't no fire.
You must be ashamed of yourself, Abraham. When will you ever grow up?
Oh, Katrina, a pretty Dutch girl should never lose her temper.
We never lose our temper.
It's not good that children should learn their reading and writing.
Understand numbers.
They're Spanish. With their geography.
What good is geography? No one in Sleepy Hollow ever strays 10 miles from here. Why should he?
There, you hear that, girls? They're proud of seeing so little of the world.
What is Katrina talking about, Bones? How should I know? Women are always babbling nonsense.
I'm sure the schoolmaster can tell you why geography is important, Yost.
What say you, no schoolmaster?
Hey.
Come along, man! What are you waiting for?
Oh. Look, schoolmaster, we're among friends in Sleepy Hollow families. Say hello to the new schoolmaster, girls.
Hello, you schoolmaster.
Oh, what lovely rustic bells.
What is that you say?
He was complimenting us, Farmer Stuyvesant.
And he did it so nicely.
It didn't sound like a compliment to me.
You could learn a lot from the new schoolmaster, Yost. You too, Bones.
Bones?
Name's Abraham von Brandt. Braun for short. And because my limbs are so strong, everyone calls me Bones.
Brown bones.
He can lift a cow over his head.
Why would he want to do that?
Best horseman in these parts.
Best judge of horseflesh.
No one buys a horse without asking Bones' opinion first.
If the buyer doesn't, he's a fool. Yes, this is true enough. But if there's mischief in Sleepy Hollow, you can bet Braun Bones is the bottom of it. Why do I get blamed for everything?
Because you're usually guilty.
You'll be paid 4 times a year as your contract stipulates. You'll be staying at the Widow Van Dorn's and get your victuals at a different farm every week.
Different farm each week, isn't that a bit unusual?
You won't have any complaints about your victuals, schoolmaster. Sleepy Hollow sells a good table.
Goose swimming in its own gravy.
Pigeon pie.
Juicy ham.
Savory sausages.
All to buckwheat cakes a man could swallow. Well buttered and drowning in syrup.
Ginger cakes and peach pie. Bowls of cream and milk.
Not to mention preserved plums, peaches, and pears.
Did you say goose swimming in its own gravy, juicy ham, pigeon pie, and savory sausages?
And apple cakes.
Ginger cake. Shortcake.
Honey cakes.
Oh.
Catch him! Somebody's going to faint!
Are you all right, schoolmaster?
Of course he's all right. He's as strong as a scarecrow.
No! He dropped his book. His story of New Land Witchcraft. His story. No, yeah. What is it?
Oh my good fellow. History of New England Witchcraft, written by the famous scholar Cotton Mather. It's a book in which I most firmly believe and recommend it to one and all. Can't imagine why I felt faint, though.
It must have been to coach ride from Yonkers.
Yes, that must have been it. The long and dusty coach ride. When do I eat?
First, we'll be showing you where you'll be staying. This is the Widow Van Dorn.
I know you will find my house most comfortable, schoolmaster. I always have a good
quilts of feather outside the school, and you can have as many quilts on your bed as you wish.
So I'll eat with you tonight then, or?
I don't cook much.
Oh.
You will be getting your victuals at the Van Tassels with Mrs. Van Tassels and her daughter Katrina.
Katrina is a true beauty.
How come you didn't invite me to supper, Katrina?
Because Katrina's got too much sense.
Coming along, buddy, all. We've got to get the schoolmaster settled in.
Don't be long, Katrina. I won't bother.
Tell me again about the goose and the gravy.
No sense in hanging around here, folks. Let's go see if we can stir up some fun.
You go ahead, I'll catch up with you later. Try not to come down. You heard me later.
Oh, I understand.
You don't have to hit me over the head with a hammer.
I know, and I'm not vantage.
I ain't dance like some.
Not me.
I catch on real quick.
Katrina's not right the way you treat me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I am your boyfriend, aren't I?
I never said so. You
We're
take
going
things
to
for granted.
be married one day, aren't we?
No.
Why not? I saw the way the schoolmaster looked at you. He'd better be careful. Otherwise, I might have to double him up and put him on a shelf in the schoolhouse.
You're jealous you don't know how to treat a girl.
Of course I do. I'll prove it to you. This is for you. A gift.
It's a dirty old coin.
Ah, this isn't just any dirty old coin. It's a special dirty old coin. See, it's a Hessian coin from the Revolutionary War. Did I scratch something? KVT. Katrina Van Tassel, that's you.
I know who I am.
BB Brombones, that's me.
It might as well say BB for Bumblebee. You'll have to excuse me now, Abraham.
Don't call me Abraham.
I have to go help Mother cook supper for the schoolmaster. I wouldn't want his first meal in Sleepy Hollow to be a poor one.
Finn.
I wouldn't say he's eating me out of house anymore, but the schoolmaster does have a healthy appetite.
Bachelors usually do.
When he's at supper, his elbows are always moving, and his mouth seems the gateway to a bottomless pit.
Katrina enjoys his company. She says Ichabod Crane has brought the breath of culture and refinement to Sleepy Hollow.
The man's full of education, no doubt about that. When he's at supper, he's a babble of information. I've learned so many things I didn't know before, all about some ancient Greeks and Romans.
Well, he's so observant. Doesn't miss a thing. Now, when he came to supper that first night, he checked the old pewter, and the mahogany tables, and the cloth-footed chairs, and the old silver, and the fancy china. He was most impressed. You would have thought he was planning an auction or something. And what a compliment he paid Katrina.
What did he say?
He said, Katrina was lovelier than any cloth-footed chair. Isn't that sweet?
Well, I wouldn't mind having a scholar as a son-in-law, but my Hilda will marry a farmer, like all the girls in Sleepy Hollow.
I'm not so sure about my Katrina. She's always saying such odd things.
Such as...
A man with a healthy appetite is a man who will make his mark. A schoolmaster today, a governor tomorrow. I must admit, it's an entertaining thought. He's a very handsome, more graceful.
His looks are distasteful.
He's certainly civil, I'd say. Though he isn't very dashing or daring,
Somewhat overbearing.
he certainly has a fine bay.
A schoolmaster today, a governor tomorrow.
Do you think it's wise for Katrina to speak that way?
Well, why not?
Brombones?
Katrina's not afraid of Brombones.
I was thinking of the schoolmaster. Yes, he'll have good cause to worry if Brom finds Katrina speaks so highly of him.
Little problem until the Van Hudson's little fellow.
I suppose.
Though he isn't very burly or wondering about Katrina Brombo and Sunta Schoolmaster. They have changed her tune to village.
Yeah, that is so.
Hurry along, children, don't dawdle. He who dawdles wastes time, and he who wastes time is of no use to good society. Do you understand?
No, schoolmaster.
No!
Yes, schoolmaster.
Ah, that's better. I won't tolerate ignorance. There's only one thing worse than ignorance, and that's more ignorance. Do you understand?
No, schoolmaster.
No!
Yes, schoolmaster.
That's better. Now let's see who's here today. Okay, Walter Van Twiller.
Present, schoolmaster.
Your good Wilde Van Twiller.
Present schoolmaster.
And Johanna Van Trapp.
Present schoolmaster.
Hendrik Van Foos.
Present, schoolmaster.
Good. Hans Von Brahms.
Present, schoolmaster.
Very good. George Van Stuyvesant.
Yes, present, schoolmaster.
Excellent. Helga Van Schnoodel.
Present schoolmaster.
And Martha Van Schnoodel.
Present schoolmaster.
Very good. Yes, can I help you with something?
I have to come to school.
Well, aren't you a bit old?
My father says I have to learn my numbers better than I do. Otherwise, he'll kick me out of the house.
Stop that, children. Stop it. I can't tolerate laughter in my classroom. Do you understand?
Yes, schoolmaster.
That's better. Now, what's your name, fellow?
His name is Yo.
Joost Van Ripper.
Did I ask you, Johanna?
No.
And did I ask you, Hendrik?
No, schoolmaster.
Remember, children, never answer unless you are asked. Do you understand?
Yes, schoolmaster.
Good, you're learning fast. Aren't you one of those Sleepy Hollow boys?
Everyone causes no trouble, schoolmaster. All I want to do is learn my numbers.
You may sit down.
Yeah.
Always remember, pupils, knowledge is a gift, a wondrous gift. Repeat that.
Always remember, pupils, knowledge is a gift, a wondrous gift. Repeat that.
I will not tolerate frivolity in my classroom.
Is a gift. A wondrous gift. Repeat that.
You're a bit slow, aren't you, Joost Van Ripper?
I can run as fast as the next man.
Knowledge is not a race.
Knowledge is not a race.
Well, then what did I tell you?
Never answer unless you're asked. But you didn't ask anything, schoolmaster.
Then you shouldn't have answered. The pupils of Sleepy Hollow are a vexing lot.
Then are you going to teach me my numbers, schoolmaster?
Well, that depends. Let's see how much you know. I want you to recite your multiplication table, but first 9 times 9 is how much?
Don't you know?
Silence, silence.
Watch what you call Joost Van Ripper.
He doesn't even know how much 9 times 9 is.
Everyone knows that.
If you're so smart, Hendrik Van Foos, why don't you tell me the answer? Now who's the dunderhead?
You know it yesterday.
This ain't yesterday. The next one who calls me a dunderhead will be sorry.
That will be enough of that. For now, put on the dunce cap and sit there.
Not me,
Then I'll have to tell your father that you won't learn because you won't behave.
but gooder numbers anyway.
Children, I am a very conscientious man, and I intend to nudge you along in the flowery path of knowledge, no matter how inconvenient the journey may be for me. Do you understand?
Yes, schoolmaster.
After all, I'm only doing my duty by your parents, and if at times I seem harsh, remember the golden maxim: spare the rod and spoil the child. Repeat that.
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
Schoolmaster.
Yes, what is it, Walter?
Question.
Well,
What's a maximum?
stupid young sir, hold out your hand.
Do I have to?
Hold out your hand.
Ow!
63.
You may sit down, Walter. What's 63?
9 times 9 is 63.
No wonder you're wearing that dunce cap. Tell the class the correct answer, Wilda.
47?
Hold out your hand. Now, Johanna, tell us the correct answer.
Is it the same as 10 divided by 9?
And
Schoolmaster, I don't know the answer either.
tomorrow we will devote the entire day to our numbers. Spare the rod and spoil the child. It would seem we need a lesson in discipline. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Let us begin with a lecture on discipline. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Take my advice, for I shan't tell you twice. Always be punctual, never be late. Enter the schoolhouse and sit at your seat. Speak when you're spoken to, standing up straight. Hands by your side, looking ever so neat. Follow these guidelines or suffer the stick. You can be sure that I'm lethal and quick.
Ow! I don't want to learn arithmetic. Mathematics really makes me sick. I don't want to never want to go to school. I don't want to do geography. I don't want to study history. I don't want to never want to go to school.
We must have structure if we are to learn. The rules of the day simply won't be ignored. Good conduct is always of utmost concern. Live like a scholar or die by the sword. You can be sure Mr. Ruler is back. One indiscretion and it's a good whack. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Let us begin with a lecture on discipline. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Take my advice, for I shan't tell you twice.
I don't want to learn arithmetic. Mathematics really makes me sick. I don't want to never want to go to school.
Discipline. Spare the rod and spoil the child.
I don't want to never want to go to school. I don't want to do rod. I don't want to have to be polite. I don't want to never want to go to school.
Discipline.
I don't want to do rod. I don't want to have to shy of it. I don't want to never want to go to school. I don't want to never want to go to school.
Our lesson for today is George Washington. Write that name on your slates.
Schoolmaster.
Yes, what is it, Wilda?
Are there 3 T's in Washington or 2?
72. The correct answer is 72.
Schoolmaster doesn't know what he's saying.
I hope I'm not interrupting your work, Mynheer Crane.
Oh no, never! Recess for everyone!
Time for recess. We don't have recess until after history.
I said recess!
That's good enough for me. And we get to play
I'm afraid I have upset this school routine.
Oh, nay, my country damsel, pray be seated.
Thank you.
Oh, now to what do I owe the honor of this visit?
There's to be a sewing circle this evening at Mrs. Van Hudson's, and some of the ladies were wondering if you'd join us.
I'm afraid I have no skill with thread and needle.
I didn't mean that. We all enjoy hearing your knowledge speak.
Yes, I suspect I am the most knowledgeable man in these parts.
Well, you certainly are changed from the local men. All they can talk about is the price of horse, or what's a good horse to buy and what's not. Tell me, you'll be there?
Well, will there be refreshments?
Roast beef and piccalilli.
Ooh, I dote on piccalilli. I'll be there.
I shall look forward to seeing you this evening.
I shall look forward to seeing you, charming damsel.
Until tonight.
Until tonight, toodaloo. Oh, until tonight. Ah, what a prize catch that Katrina Van Tassel. One day she'll inherit that rich farm, and as her husband, of course, I'd be entitled to sell it and invest in new land in, Kentucky or Tennessee or who knows where. Obviously, she sees in me a man of considerable promise. Our marriage would be the perfect blending of brains and beauty. Oh, that rich farmland. Ooh, tonight roast beef and piccalilli and beef and
I do.
You certainly make Sleepy Hollow more interesting.
Yeah, that is so.
More asleep?
9.
More piccalilli.
9.
More buttermilk biscuits? More butter? More apple cider? More strudel?
That's the third time he's come back from that table.
Fort.
You relishes the piccalilli, Mother.
I'm gonna say one thing for Sleepy Hollow. It does wonderful cook.
Oh, except for me. Even my old house Brutus won't eat what I cook.
I never learned to cook. I can't even flip an egg. Ow!
What's wrong, sister?
I jacked myself into sewing needle.
Oh yeah, bad luck for sure. That's what we say in Sleepy Hollow when his sewing needle goes wrong.
Nonsense.
Finger in the mouth and the bad luck goes away.
You should hear the schoolmaster imitate Farmer Stuyvesant.
He's so clever. Show them, schoolmaster.
No, I wouldn't want anyone to misunderstand.
Especially Farmer Stuyvesant.
He can be quite grumpy.
Quite grouchy.
Quite ill-tempered.
Oh no, I was merely passing the time in jovial fashion. I meant no harm.
Of course you didn't.
You never would.
You never could.
Talk about Crane is courtesy itself.
Polite as any man can be.
Would you like something more to eat, schoolmaster?
Oh no, I couldn't eat any more.
Plain you couldn't eat anything less. Surely there's something for you. Relish?
Oh, schoolmaster, are we done learning about the ancient Greeks and those Romans?
You made him come alive, Ichabod. You're such a good storyteller.
Guilty. No, I thought I'd read a few chapters out of my book, History of New England Witchcraft by my favorite author, Miss... Oh, I see my favorite author's no secret.
Is history full of goblins and ghosts?
Yes it is, and I charge you not to scoff at such things.
We would never do that.
After all, our graveyard has its ghosts.
It does.
More than 5.
More than one, oh my.
I hear tell it's haunted by the spirit of an old pirate.
That would be Captain Jordan.
They say he sailed up the Hudson River to Sleepy Hollow and buried his stolen gold somewhere near the graveyard, but was never able to find it again.
Oh, a pirate, my.
Ghosts in the graveyard, hollow, white and cold. Dreadful spirits, centuries old. Ghosts in the graveyard, such an eerie sight. Calling you on Halloween night. Then there's a woman in white. I've never seen her, but my grandmother swore she did.
Woman in white?
The woman in white couldn't find her way home. Froze in the snow. On some nights you can hear her wail, so they say. But I imagine it's only the wind.
Ghosts in the graveyard, risen from the dead. One by one they softly tread. Ghosts in the graveyard, horrifying lot, crawling from the burial plot.
Whenever I walk by the graveyard, I get the shivers. Even in the daytime. It's so dark and gloomy.
You have to walk that way to get to my house.
I wouldn't visit you at night.
Don't be silly, Aunt.
No, it's true. The place frightens me.
Ghosts in the graveyard, pumpkins in the patch, mischief in the hollow, ready to hatch. Ghosts in the graveyard, getting in your head, scurry home and hide in your bed.
There's an old Indian chief buried there. He is a wizard or a prophet or something. He appears from time to time.
Well, you make it sound as if there's no one in the graveyard but restless spirits. I had no idea that Sleepy Hollow was this haunted. I mean, 1 or 2 ghosts in a small town is acceptable, but a whole army is quite another matter. I'm sure Cotton Mather would agree with me.
Ghosts in the graveyard lurking all about, tall and short, fast, thin and stout. Ghosts in the graveyard riding on their mounts, saddled up and ready to pounce.
That's right. We mustn't forget the Headless Horseman.
The who?
The Headless Horseman.
He's the ghost of a Hessian trooper who lost his head in battle to a cannonball.
He rises from his grave by the old church and rides hither and yon whenever he feels like it. Searching, searching, always searching.
What's he searching for?
He is missing head, of course.
Oh, his head, my.
Gathering, gathering over the land, mighty soldier, sword in hand, waving spirits from the dead, searching, searching for his head, galloping, galloping through the dell, goes he sings one limb to tell, chop, chop, the heads will roll, the headless horseman takes his toll.
Old Farmer Brower had to get up behind him one night, and they galloped over hidden spots.
Until they reached a covered bridge, where the horseman suddenly turned into a skeleton.
A skeleton, my.
And hurled forward to the brook and sprang away over the treetops with a clap of thunder.
Boom, 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 boom. Ghosts in the graveyard, hollow, wide and cold, dreadful spirits, centuries old. Ghosts in the graveyard, such an eerie sight, calling you on Halloween night. Calling you on Halloween night. Calling you on Halloween. Night.
I love telling ghost stories.
Are you liking them all? You look quite green.
Oh, no, I need some sleep. Schoolmaster needs his sleep, right?
I thought for a moment you were scared by the local ghost story.
Hey, come on, Crane, scared of a ghost story. Never. I guess I'll be getting home now.
Would you like another plate? I can fix you one.
No, thank you. Good night.
I think those ghost stories tit upset him.
Don't be silly. He's a schoolmaster. You can't scare a schoolteacher with ghost stories.
Imagine the schoolmaster turning down a plate of good Dutch cooking.
If you ask me, he's got a bellyache from all that piccalilli.
What was that? It's the graveyard. Looks different tonight. Oh, why did they tell those ghost stories? I have to be in the mood for that sort of thing. Ghost stories and sour piccalilli don't mix.
15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Where's my gold?
What's that? Did someone speak? Someone crying? The woman in white? No, I'm being childish.
I'm lost in the snow. I can't find my way home.
It's indigestion, that's all it is. It's just indigestion.
Ichabod Crane.
Whoever you are, if this is a trick, I'm warning you. That's better. Just my imagination running away with me. I just need a good night's sleep, that's all.
Where's my gold, you poor excuse for a swashbuckling ape? I want my gold! My gold! Do you have my gold?
No, sir, I'm a poor but honest schoolmaster.
Liar!
No, it's the truth.
You'll have what belongs to me, thief!
Oh.
Wait.
You mean me?
You were the one who passed me in the snow. You had a wagon and a horse. I cried out to you, but you did not answer. You left me to my wintry fate. Wicked Ichabod Crane.
No, it couldn't have been me. I wasn't the man I'm new in town.
I want my gold!
Wicked Ichabod Crane.
I'm having a nightmare, that's it.
By the water's cool and clear, I curse the one who dared disturb my rest. May he twist and turn and twist. I curse you, Ichabod Crane. Be doomed forever!
Oh, pity, spirits! I didn't steal anyone's gold, and I wasn't the man in the snow, and I meant to disturb no one's rest. No, it's the truth!
Be doomed forever!
No, I don't wish to be doomed, you don't understand! Oh, come on!
Into church bell tolls, into thunder rolls,
and the night is black as pitch. And the owl hoots, and the altar of roots, on a broomstick flies a witch. And the rain is cold, and the wind is brisk, and the trees are evil light. And the moon is bright, and the fog is thick, and the headless horsemen ride.
No, please, don't hurt me, please!
Ichabod?
Please don't hurt me!
Ichabod, is that you?
Katrina, is that really you?
Of course it is. Who did you think it was? What have you been doing out here? Yes?
I was just trying to see if those ghosts you told me about dared to meet me face to face.
Oh, Ichabod, you are brave. But those stories are only legend. I'm surprised at you. You forgot your book.
Oh, thank you, Katrina. That was very thoughtful of you.
I know how much it means to you.
Yeah.
Well, I told Mother I wouldn't be long. I'd best be getting back.
Yeah, and I best be on my way.
Goodbye, Ichabod.
Goodbye, Katrina. Oh, Katrina. One day soon I'll propose marriage. Oh, happy, happy day.
No man makes a fool of Brom Bones, especially a scarecrow like Ichabod Crane.
Greta says Katrina's only teasing you. She wants to make you jealous.
Brom Bones doesn't know what jealous means.
Oh, yes, it does.
What?
Don't get angry at him. It's the schoolmaster who's making all the trouble.
Here, money, here's how much is 9 times 9.
God, the schoolmaster. I could make Katrina jealous. That's it. I'll pretend to have eyes for Greta or Hilda or somebody. Katrina would see that in a minute. All right, she would.
She's smart, that Katrina.
We got rid of the last schoolmaster with that pranks. We can do it again.
That's right. This Ichabod Crane must go. This Ichabod Crane must go. He's a dandy, he's a prissy, he's a pain. This Ichabod Crane must go. This Ichabod Crane must go. The man is simply driving me insane. I don't like the way he dresses. I don't like the way he walks. But most of all, I hate the way he talks. I'd like to kick him round the block. This Ichabod Crane must go. This Ichabod Crane must go. If there's one thing that I know, this Ichabod must go. I feel. Wrong bones doesn't have a brain for nothing.
Just Ichabod Crane must go. Just Ichabod Crane must go.
He's a weakling, he's a coward, he's a joke.
Just Ichabod Crane must go. Just Ichabod Crane must go.
Before he gets my girl, I'll see him croak.
He's cocky and he's goony like an ugly bird of prey.
Let's roast him up on this Thanksgiving Day.
Best believe I'll have my way.
Just Ichabod Crane must go. Just Ichabod Crane must go. If there's one thing that I know, just Ichabod must go.
I wrote this next verse especially for you ladies. I do hope you like it.
He sends his demons to and fro, his evil to declare. But what of demons in the night makes me start to
Do you think the schoolmaster likes honey?
If he can eat it, he likes it.
I know just the thing. What's he going to do? You'll find out tomorrow.
Just Ichabod Crane must go. Just Ichabod Crane must go.
Katrina won't be mine with him around.
Just Ichabod Crane must go. Just Ichabod Crane must go.
I'll never rest until he's out of town. I'll stop him and I'll crush him like a pesky little flea.
Send this bird in packing we decree.
I ask you now, do we agree?
Just Ichabod Crane must go. Just Ichabod Crane must go. If there's one thing that we know, just Ichabod must go. Just Ichabod must go.
Remember the town council. Lovely ladies, lovely, you're improving.
Thanks to you, schoolmaster.
We've never had a better choir master.
Oh, Drew, how true.
Oh, I will admit that when it comes to hymnody and harmony, I do have some special gift.
Well, that schoolmaster wasn't inspiring at all. He sang Latin.
So you're telling the truth that we were in good voice tonight?
Oh, excellent voice. However, I did detect a certain tightness in tone.
Oh.
Nothing serious, but we do want to be at our best come Sunday, don't we?
Yeah.
Just remember, spirit, enunciation, pronunciation, and articulation. Until Sunday, my songbirds.
Songbirds.
Oh, Katrina.
Yes, Ichabod?
I just wanted to tell you how charming you look this evening.
Thank you, Ichabod.
But you always look charming, don't you?
Do I? It's sweet of you to say so.
Oh, how beautifully you chirp.
I try my best.
Well, I'm going to be coming to your farm for my victuals this week.
That is so, Ichabod.
I'll be seeing you every night at supper.
That is also so.
Oh, to glance across the mashed potatoes and celery and find you there.
This is not the season for celery.
Oh, well, mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce then.
Yeah, we always have cranberry sauce.
Oh, I was wondering if I could walk you home to your farm this evening. It's such a lovely night and the stars have
If anyone's
never been...
walking Katrina home, it's me.
I'll decide who walks me home and who doesn't.
Careful, Katrina. Maybe he's brought his gang with him.
Katrina is my girl.
I belong only to myself, Abraham. How many times do I have to tell you that?
You heard the lady. Be off with you, ruffian.
I'll fix you.
If you put one hand on Ichabod, I'll never speak to you again.
Katrina. Katrina, won't you let me walk you home? Katrina, won't you let me walk you home? I demand for you, you know it's true. Katrina, won't you let me walk you home?
Katrina, won't you let me hold your hand? Katrina, won't you let me hold your hand? Let me walk your way every day. Katrina, won't you let me hold your hand?
One man, two men. what's a girl to do? Who should I choose now, you or you? One man, two men, how can I decide when I'm feeling so mixed up inside?
Katrina, won't you look into my eyes?
Katrina, won't you look into my eyes?
Yes, I'm rough and tough.
Quite enough.
Katrina, won't you look into my eyes? On my knee.
Katrina, won't you sit upon my knee?
My little parakeet.
My sweet Dutch treat.
Katrina, won't you sit upon my knee?
One man, two men, who will be the one to escort me home when the day is done? One man, two men, perhaps I should postpone. Perhaps it would be best for me to walk alone.
Katrina, won't you snuggle with me now?
Katrina, won't you snuggle with me now?
Just a kiss or two.
One of mine will do.
Katrina, won't you snuggle with me now?
Katrina, won't you let me walk you
A girl
home?
shouldn't have to be courted like this.
Katrina, won't you let me walk
A
you
girl
home?
shouldn't have to be treated like this.
I'm the man for you. You know it's true. Katrina, won't you let me walk you home?
For a reason it's not very pleasing to me.
Katrina, won't you let me walk you
A girl
home?
shouldn't have to be put in between.
Katrina, won't you let me walk
My
you
goodness,
home?
good heavens, I'm only 16.
I'm the man for you. You know it's true. Katrina, won't you let me walk you
It's
home?
not amusing and somewhat confusing.
Katrina, won't you let me walk you home?
I choose Ichabod. Ichabod is
I
welcome.
don't think so.
I mean what I say. Go along now.
I won't forget.
If you weren't here, Katrina, I would have shown him a thing or two. I'm quite skilled in the manly art of pugilism. Take that, you rascal! I know how to deal with rascals. Yes, Katrina.
I thought you were walking me home.
Oh, so I am. Oh, Katrina, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes, what is it, Ichabod?
How many acres on your farm? Good morning, children, good morning.
Good morning, schoolmaster.
I'm expecting great things from you today.
Yes, schoolmaster.
Now who's here today?
Walter Van Twiller.
Wilde van Twiller.
Johanna von Trapp.
Patrick Van Voest. Hans Van Brams.
George Van Stabsit.
Martha van Schnudel. Martha van Schnudel.
Where is he?
Who's schoolmaster?
That rogue, that Sleepy Hollow boy.
You mean yours? Yours
Your
can't
head,
be
blockhead.
That's enough, children, that's enough of that.
Yours doesn't know his numbers.
That's why he needs to be in school. A person who doesn't know his numbers won't amount to much. Stand up, Hendrik.
Yeah.
Now, tell the class how many pecks there are in a bushel.
Pecks a bushel.
You heard me.
Are the pecks from New Hampshire or
Stupid answer.
What a stupid question.
Excellent, boy. Hold out your hand.
Oh no, schoolmaster.
Spare the rod and spoil the child. I will not tolerate dullness, and I can't tolerate insolence. Johanna, stand up. Tell the class how many quarts there are in a gallon.
Quarts in a gallon. Did you say
quarts in a gallon?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's an honest enough answer. You may sit down.
Schoolmaster, do you mean if I said I didn't know how many packs there were in a bushel, you would hit me?
I judge each answer on its own merits.
That's not fair.
Whoever said it was? Life's not fair, students. If it were, I would probably be the mayor of some great city. There are 4 quarts to a gallon. 4 quarts to a gallon. Repeat that.
There are 4 quarts to a gallon.
Schoolmaster. Guess what is it, Walter?
Can I please be excused?
Oh, why?
I have to sneeze, and it's not polite to sneeze while others are in the room.
Oh, just wait till you can get home. You can sneeze there.
I can't!
That's enough. Sit down, Walter.
I'm already sitting, schoolmaster.
So you are. Such impudence. What was that?
Beehive!
Oh!
Here I am. How do I look? Yes, I've slicked my hair with eel skin oil to make it shine and slapped my face with vanilla extract. I'm quite the cavalier. Oh, Farmer Stuyvesant's the very man I wish to see. A man of style should arrive at the Van Hudson party in fashion. I was wondering if I could borrow a horse.
Horse? You mean a gunpowder?
Well, yes.
She can barely see.
I have eyes enough for 2.
Well, she's not much to look at.
And she's still on the shoe, but you're welcome to the saddle if you want.
No, I can't show up with a saddle and no horse. I guess I'll just have to walk. Oh, I was so counting on gunpowder.
Wait, I didn't get to tell him what I came to tell him.
Which is?
Them bees in the schoolhouse buzzed no accident. It was wrong bones. I came to tell Ichabod that the town council is fixing to do something about it.
Oh, Ichabod's forgotten all about the bees. If Bones is trying to chase them out of Sleepy Hollow with his mischief, it won't work. Ichabod loves it here, and he's planning to stay.
So we still have a schoolmaster?
Yeah.
Good. I'll be on my way.
What's that? most enjoyable dance, Katrina.
It was my pleasure, Ichabod.
You're a wonderful dancer, schoolmaster.
Oh, I dare say I am. No man is my match when it comes to the minuet, and I'm also no lump when it comes to country dances. I've even concocted a little dance of my own. I call it the grasshopper.
The grasshopper?
Yes, I thought of it while watching grasshoppers hop around in the schoolyard. A hop here and a hop there. One can learn much from the grasshopper and the ant, am I right?
Oh, please show us.
Well, since you insist. Well, it starts out, it's not too complicated, but it starts out with your right foot, with your arms back like a grasshopper leg, and you go right foot, hop, 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 flat. And then left foot, hop, 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 flat. And you jump forward with both feet, hop, 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 flat. Then you go backwards, and this is the tricky part. Hop, 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 flat. And that's the basic step. Once you've mastered that, you can move on to more complicated steps. I wouldn't be surprised if my little dance made Sleepy Hollow famous. Vita for the grasshopper, as the Spaniards would say. Oh, what say? Want to give it a try? All right, I'll count out the measure, just follow the tempo, and remember, look like a grasshopper. Hindquarters out, chin up, back straight. Ready? Right foot, not yet. Hop, 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 flap, left foot, okay. Hop, 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 flap, forward both feet, this is the hard part. Hop, 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 flap, backwards. Hop, 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 flap. Let's try it again, all right? One more time. No, shh. Okay, ready? Right foot. Hop, 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 flap. Left foot. Everybody. Hop, 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 flap. Forward, both feet. Okay. Hop, 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 flap. Backwards. Remember. Hop, 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 flap.
What kind of dance is that supposed to be?
Grasshopper. It is very hum. The schoolmaster created it.
That don't surprise me. That don't surprise me either.
Where have you been, Hans? You're late.
I barely escaped with my life.
With your
Your life?
What are you talking about, Abraham? Bones has probably been up to some mischief. We all heard about the bees.
If you called the Headless Horseman mischief, then I guess I've been up to mischief. There's going to be a storm, a bad one.
You saw the Headless Horseman?
I not only saw him, I met him. I was riding home after darkest night from the town of Tapensy. As I trudged along, I suddenly thought I'd be late for Katrina's party. So I nudged my faithful and trusty mount, old Daredevil quickened the pace, and I thought to myself, best take care, for there's mischief in this place. Now old Daredevil smelled the storm approach, and his nostrils they grew wide. But it wasn't the storm he smelled on this night, and panic swelled up inside me. And then drifting along in the foggy mist was the cold, pungent odor of death. As my stallion reared up, I caught the scent of the Headless Horseman's breath. In the shadows, in the moonlight, in a cold October fall, stood a horseman. 'Twas a giant, he was riding 10 feet tall. In a moment, in the darkness, with the glowing of his eyes, with a crackle and a cackle, beckoned me to my surprise. And the Headless Horseman rides when the moon is full and bright, and the Headless Horseman chides, come race with me tonight. Then I heard this awful laugh coming from his headless cloak, and I wrote my epitaph as offered to race me for a cup of punch and my head.
Your head!
How did you speak without a head?
Well, you see, other horsemen never faltered, and my heart was filled with dread. On the pommel of his saddle was an old and frightful head. Then the horseman ever slowly took the head and held it high. For I knew it, we were racing through the wooded hills nearby.
And a headless horseman rides with a vengeance never seen.
And a headless horseman chides, "Fin this race or I'll chop it clean."
Oh, I think I'm going to faint.
Yes, my friends, it was win the race or lose my head. I was riding fast as I could ride.
He was riding fast as he could ride.
He was gaining, ever closer on his goblin mount.
He was gaining, ever closer on his goblin mount.
And I saw the church bridge, and I vowed to put up one good fight.
And he saw the church bridge, and he vowed to put up one good fight.
The Hessian simply vanished in a flash of light.
The Hessian simply vanished in a flash of light. And the headless horseman rides, when the moon is full and bright. And the headless horseman chides,
"Come race with me tonight."
and the headless horseman rides, with a vengeance never seen. And the headless horseman chides,
"Win this race or I'll chop it clean."
when the moon is full and bright, prepare tonight for the headless horseman rides.
Yes, my friends, I'm lucky to be alive.
Everyone come and eat. The table is ready and everything is set. Just come and eat, come and eat.
I'm very tired.
Katrina, you didn't believe that story, did you?
Old likes to play games, but it's a story I've heard many times in Sleepy Hollow.
I have to ask you something, Katrina.
About the acreage on my farm?
No, I'm not interested in acreage.
What is it then?
Oh, how I long to run my fingers through your gold.
Gold?
Your golden hair, I mean.
My hair's not golden.
Oh, promise me!
Promise you what?
Oh, need I ask Katrina, marry me!
Marry you?
Make me the happiest of mortals.
Ichabod, what are you saying?
Oh, I kiss your dainty palm. Katrina, my Katrina!
Your Katrina. Katrina is my Katrina. Understand? If you understand?
Wait till I tell Katrina about this.
You'll tell Katrina nothing. Because if you do, you'll regret it. You will leave now.
But I haven't eaten. There's gonna be a suckling pig with an apple
I'll
in
count
his
to 7. 1.
This isn't civilized behavior. Can we talk about this like gentlemen?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spare the boot and spoil the schoolmaster.
Oh, women, who can understand their wiles? Could Katrina have been using me to tongue her on bones? Heaven only knows, not I. Oh, perhaps I spoke up too soon and frightened the poor girl off. Yes, that's it. I was too rash, too bold. I must be more patient. What? This isn't the graveyard. I must be hearing things. Oh, this has not been a successful evening. The sooner I'm safe at home under my quilts, the better.
You'll surely call your friends. Creatures are evil. Sometime it's going to be funny. The headless horseman rides. It's headless horseman! It's about rain. This is for you. Catch!
We are dealing with strange happenings in Sleepy Hollow. Yeah? Yeah.
There's none that would deny it.
Things like this don't happen in Rhode Island.
I wonder where he could have gone. All his clothes are still hanging on the hooks in his bedroom, and his favorite book by Harvey Lanterns is still on the table.
It is a mystery.
Don't forget the way he disappeared from the party.
There one moment, gone the next.
Without a single word of goodbye. So unlike the schoolmaster.
We found this in the field by the graveyard. It smells like vanilla oil and eel skin.
Yeah, that is his.
And we found this too. It's a dirty old Hessian coin. And I think it belonged to the headless horseman.
Well, I reckon I don't know what happened here, but I think this pumpkin head has something to do with it.
Katrina owns raw bones for Mary Town supper. As for Ichabod Crane, he was never seen again. Most people believe the headless horseman got him.
Do you? Ghost in the graveyard lurking all about. Tall ones, short ones, thin and stout. Ghosts in the graveyard riding on their mounts, saddled up and ready to pounce. Ghosts in the graveyard, hollow, white and cold. Dreadful spirits, centuries old. Ghosts in the graveyard, such an eerie sight. Calling you on Halloween night. Calling you on Halloween night. Calling you on Halloween. Night.
Thank you.